Hee hee hoo hoo ha ha. I don't even know. I'm gonna tell y'all a secret, right? I keep getting back on this game and recording more footage. Every time I remember a new detail after rewatching some of the footage that I've already recorded, I keep remembering things. Like, you don't forget shit like this, you know what I'm saying? I lived this shit, motherfucker. I lived this. This was an experience. This was a battle of just useless, honestly. Fucking useless ass battle, bro. Because I need y'all to know something, right? You're going down. Yeah, you're going down, bitch. Wait, shouldn't there be more people? This is like the extreme version of that challenge. Extreme. Oh fuck, man, I'm trying to hit you. So no, you gonna do me like that? Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. I don't know. Elaborating more on the space thing, right? When people take space. So when this bitch took space, right? If somebody, okay, let me tell y'all something. If somebody takes space, right? They also take it for themselves, like me time, alone time. You hear what I'm saying? Like, as in, like, they'll take it more frequently than you think. I promise you, they'll take it way more frequently than you think. Okay? And like, for good reason. It's like a healthy space, you know what I'm saying? Space is not whenever there's a conflict, if you feel what I'm saying. The only times this bitch would ask for space or would take space was when shit hit the fan. Only those times. That's it. I promise you. Any other time, nah. So you know for a fact, like, I knew for a fact, like, space is not what you need. You're just running away. That's what you're doing. That's how you deal with things. You don't deal with them. Why is it that you only take space when there's a... Oh! Maybe he should take some space away from my fucking vicinity. You know what I'm saying? There you go. So it was just skeptical, right? Because, like, why you only taking space in these doses? Like, it's so weird. Oh, by the way, whenever something happened to her outside of this relationship and it was like, you know, it upset her or whatever, she'd come and she'd talk to me. She'd never need any fucking space, nothing like that, right? I get it. It's like a relationship, so, you know, you rely on your boyfriend and everything. I get that. I understand.
Let's make this clear.
But sometimes when something real bad happens, it's like you do need space away from, like, just for yourself. Space should not be for more than a couple fucking hours. Yeah, I'm making it. I'm making this rule. At least for my own life, not for y'all. I don't know what the rules are on this space shit. The only thing I knew about space was Neil Armstrong going to the moon. Maybe there's aliens. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely aliens. You know what I'm saying? I really hope there are. That would be so cool. You know what I'm saying? We already got aliens over here on Earth that we haven't fully discovered yet. I'm talking the ocean. That's the space that I knew till probably last year. I didn't know what this fucking space shit was. I genuinely have never met a motherfucker until this bitch who asked for space. Okay, that was very new to me. Everything. Oh, fuck. No. Like, she also told me this one line, right? I promise I won't digress too much. I promise, okay? Oh my god, now I'm finna digress just because he did that. But he was... I'm just gonna restart this. Space. Oh, sorry, no, I was gonna say something else. What was I gonna say? Shit. This is why I shouldn't digress, because I should just stick on topic, because I remember the space thing. Fuck. No. No, it's not. Although it did. So. That's all I knew the space shit to be. Right? I knew the space thing to be just space. Mars, you know, we got planets, we got stars, we got galaxies and shit like that. We got black holes. That was space until I met this bitch. I have never in my life met a motherfucker who has said that or has needed that. No relationships, no friendships, nobody I've ever met in my life who's ever, like, even after her, when I met people and like I was seeing people and shit, no sign of anybody that has ever fucking said that shit to me. It's only heavily traumatized, like, unhealed motherfuckers that need space. I was completely oblivious to this shit, so I didn't understand the importance and kind of like the severity of why someone would need fucking space. And guess what? I still don't. If you gonna take space, it gonna be to, like, process your side of things, reflect on the whole shit, shabang bang, know what I'm saying? Shaboing boing, know what I'm saying? Oh, you messed up my whole fucking shindig. You messed up my whole shit. No. Now you don't get in my way. I'm beating him down. Getting him left, right, center. Know what I'm saying? What? Okay, at least I can get hit. I never take space. I just deal with it right there. I'll say this, man. Like, I don't understand the concept of space. Like, I get it to a degree, but if you care enough about the person, if you care enough about the person that this thing is happening with, like the conflict or whatever, right? You gonna stay and actually talk it out, no matter how uncomfortable and shit. That means that you are lacking this skill in you to deal with painful emotions. Instead, you always just run away from the painful emotions. That means you don't know how to deal with it. And I honestly do not have space in my life for people like that who cannot deal with painful emotions. No, we sitting here and we talking it through, man. Shit, soft-spoken. Nobody gonna raise their voices, like nothing. We can have a civil conversation. I think that's what people are afraid of, you know, like, oh yeah, because either they gonna get belligerent or the other person gonna have a reaction they won't like because of what they did. So I'm gonna take some space, and they take space, especially even when they've done somebody wrong. Like, that's crazy that you're taking space when you're the one, you the culprit, you the antagonist, you the one that did this, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take like a back seat right now. Like, oh, you hurt me and then you leave me by my lonesome with all this anxiety and hurt because you need to process something. What? Let me reflect on my actions. No, let me help you reflect on those actions right here, right now. Fuck ass bitch. When I mean space, like a healthy space should be like, you know what? I'm gonna need a breather like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, hour, you know? It should not be more than a fucking day. If it's your fucking partner, you're in a relationship with your partner, it should not be more than a day. And it should definitely, space should also definitely not be, oh yeah, I'm gonna go away for however long. Maybe it could even be a day or whatever the fuck, 2 days, 3 days, right? And that space is treated like a fucking vacation. That space is treated like a fucking mini break from your partner. And at the back of your head, you're expecting, oh, when I come back, we gonna forget about all of this. What? Like, in what world does that make any fucking sense? How you gonna resolve anything that way? Oh, at least I didn't get hit. Oh shit, let's go. I wasn't aware that he was an armored motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? No, how did I not beat my high score? What did I do? Oh, I did get hit at one point. But yeah, like I was saying, man, space should not be this thing that you use to, oh, you know what? I'm gonna just duck out, and you know what? They'll forget by the time I'm back from this space that I'm taking, from this vacation that I'm fucking taking. Because clearly it don't bother me as much. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, it's something I did to them. It's bothering them. They need this. I'm doing this for them. Also, the motherfuckers that make unilateral decisions, like in their head, they're thinking like, that's what's best for them. This is why I'm making this decision. Because you know what? I'm doing what's best for both of us. Are you my parent? Like, bitch. And that's what it is, right? When I called this bitch out, right? And she got mad at me for calling her out, right? Because shit made me upset. She goes into this tangent every time. She's like, you're not my therapist. You're not my coach. You're not my parent. And I'm like, I know I'm not, because your parents are fucking awful. If your parents did even 10% of what I did, they'd be fine. Then I'd be like, okay, you can compare. But don't ever compare me to those goblins and ghouls, bro. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Huh? Please. If someone disrespects you and you just telling them like, yo, don't treat me like that. Like, this is how you should be fucking treating me. Because clearly they don't know how to. So I'm giving you a lesson. I'm telling you, hey, this is my love language. This is how you should be fucking, you know, loving me. And instead they backfire at you with like, don't speak to me as if you're my parent. Oh, you giving me attitude now. Oh, this how we playing it. This what we doing. This what we doing. Just complete foolishness. Just complete fucking foolishness. Like, they really looking at you like, who do you think you are talking to me like that? I'm like, I'm telling you, you just disrespected me. I'm just telling you like how not to treat me. Maybe don't do that next time. Maybe you didn't know the first time. Like, I'm just telling you like, hey, that's not cool. And they have the fucking audacity to go like, no, you don't talk to me that way. It's like, I'm just telling. Crazy. It's like, are you my parent? Are you my therapist that you're giving me this talk? It's like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm over explaining myself over here. That's how much it boils my blood to deal with a person of this caliber of fucking toxicity. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you fucking mean, bruh? You just out here just a menace. And these same people, you know, space. Go to Mars, bitch. Who's stopping you? Go, get out. You flying tomorrow? First rocket up to space. I'll fund it. Fuck it. I'll fund it. When I has the money, when I'm famous and I'm rich. Oh, fuck me in the ass, bro. No, I'm gonna keep going. When I'm famous and rich, trust, I'm gonna fund it. I'm gonna fund it. I'll fund it. Go to Mars. Be an astronaut. Be an astronaut. Yeah. You really be putting the ass in astronaut. You know what I'm saying? Just know if a motherfucker taking space and they come back with no reflection, nothing. Like, they don't want to resurface. Like, they don't want the conflict that was the reason for them taking the space to be talked about and shit. Motherfucker, that's not space. That motherfucker is just using space as a way to isolate themselves so that they don't have to deal with it. How do I know this? Because I saw it happening in front of my eyes, right? Every time I was like, okay, you're back. Let's talk. She's like, oh, fuck. You know, like, we're talking, like, how many times will we talk about this? And then it would lead to, like, let's break up. Because why do we keep talking about the same thing? Because, bitch, you take space, and then when you comes back for the last 4 or 5 times, you came back like, oh yeah, we'll be better next time. And then it happens again. You take space and you're like, oh, why are we back at the same conversation again? It's so exhausting. Because, bitch, you never helped me resolve this shit. We never resolved it because of you. You went distracted yourself and said, nah, you know what? I'll be gone, and when I come back, we best not talk about this again. This is the attitude you fucking came back with. What? I'm sorry, you may have memory issues, but I don't. You may suppress your emotions and be toxic and, like, you know what? You may bottle up your fucking shit, but I don't. I deal with my fucking shit. Okay? I face my challenges, okay? Fuck ass bitch. Oh, that was nice. Took the space, came back. Also, what we eating? We ain't fucking moved past the thing that just happened. Like, this is why when she came back and when we was trying to restart the relationship, I was trying to bring up some stuff and she was like, oh no, the past is the past, we're different people now. I'm like, I don't know about all that, because I know I am, but I don't know about all that because you clearly even admitted that you didn't do any growing reflection, nothing in those 6 months, and you are like, oh, don't bring it up. Yeah, I won't bring it up if you had not just recently 2 days ago repeated one of the fucking cycles and repeated one of the fucking behaviors from the past. I would not be bringing it up. I'd be like, okay, cool, maybe you have changed. That is literally like the ultimate space that happened. 6 months, come back, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, so we gonna address that? No. Oh no, that was a different me. Okay, then why do I see that different me every now and then in the present as well? Explain that. Explain to me, Mira. Esse. Holmes. Explain. Silence. Got none to say. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just, space is bullshit. A healthy motherfucker will sit down with you and talk it out as many times as needed. Know what I'm saying? Like, you gon' reach a resolution. Like, yeah, you don't want a problem lingering, because this is what this bitch did. It's like, oh, this problem we've had, like, we've talked about this so many times. I'm like, yes, because you're the reason we don't reach a resolution. You keep trying to put it away and trying to forget it, trying to make me forget about it too. You go away and then you come back and you're like, oh shit. And I'm like, oh, what about the thing? It's like, oh fuck, we're still on that. Yes, god damn, yes, we're still on that. We never fucking finished that talk, bitch. What? And she said this to me like a while back. She was like, you know, like a couple months back, she was admitting, she was being accountable. She was like, I'm sorry for being, like, you know, I'm sorry for bringing my mess to you because I'm so messy and everything, which is, I'll give her that, you know what I'm saying? Like, being accountable and everything. And she's kind of just like, this mess that I am is going to take forever to overcome. Ain't that a bitch? So basically, she's just giving up. White flag. I'm going to stay miserable forever. Take it or leave it. What is we talking about? What is we doing? Like, what are we doing? Oh yeah, I'm just a piece of shit. What are you going to do? There was this one time she was like, oh, I can't even be myself around you. I'm like, okay, so every time that I have called you out and you've had a problem with it, she only has problems when I call her out for the shit that she's done. And she's like, oh, I can't be myself. And I'm like, explain this to me. I've called you out and we've had fights only when you've done something to me, right? Right? And she's like, yeah. Explain this to me. That was you being yourself? And she was like, yes. And I'm like, okay, so you're a piece of shit. Don't be mad at me. I literally just mathematically solved that equation for you in front of you. I put 2 and 2 together, and somehow you're still getting 5. There's a defect in your brain. You know what I'm saying? Or you trying to put a defect in mine. Either or. Maybe there's nothing wrong with you and you just fucking around. Maybe you evil. And that's what it is, right? I think the easiest way to move on is just like, they're evil. Fuck them. Don't try to understand a motherfucker like this, bro. Tough shit. What a special cookie this is. Oh, I need space. I'll tell y'all this. A healthy motherfucker will not need space. They won't. Because if someone is proud of and is open about being vulnerable and crying and breaking down and their emotions being on display is not like a character flaw for them. Like they see it as like a strength. Like, yeah, I'm expressing my emotions. If they see that as a strength, motherfucker, they never gonna need space. They gonna sit there, cry with you, talk with you, resolve that shit with you calmly. Like, stay here. We gonna fight. We gonna stick it out. Not avoid it. Space is a hoax. Okay? Don't believe a motherfucker that's like, I'm taking space. Always look at how much time they're taking. Oh, okay, when you gonna be back? If they don't give you a time, oh, I don't know. Leave. Give them eternal space. Get out of there. Oh, I need 3 days. 3 days? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? Like, what do you need that much space for? What are you gonna do? Usually nothing, by the way. I promise you. I've seen it firsthand. Oh, I'm so busy. No. You think you're so special? You think you're a celebrity? If you was a celebrity, I get it. Even celebrities make the time. Like, ¿qué pasa, man? What do you need that much fucking space for? Oh, no, I'm just busy. You know, because the motherfucker that really loves you, they will never tell you I'm busy. Only when they're actually really busy, but they'll give you a time frame. They'll be like, I'll be back at this time so we can continue our shit or whatever the fuck, right? Because it's just as important to them to resolve that conflict, to resolve that fight that y'all having, misunderstanding or whatever the fuck, you know? If it's just that much important to them, they will tell you clearly, they will communicate clearly with you. Hey, you know what? Like, please, let's pick this back up when I'm back from work or whatever the fuck, right? Like, you know what? You're right. I want to talk about this too. That means they give a fuck because it matters to them as well, because they're like, you know what? Oh yeah, let's talk about it. And that's two people that's interested in each other equally, mutually. You know what I'm saying? They both give a shit, which I haven't seen a lot of, by the way. That it's really slim pickings out here for healthy relationships, because I ain't seen one example. Not one. Goddamn. Cause yeah, man. Cooked. Everybody cooked out here. Y'all be safe though, cause it couldn't be me. Like I'm good. Not being in a relationship, being in a, I'm good. I'm in a squeeze. I don't give a shit. I get my needs met. Guys gotta eat. I eat. I'm attractive. I get around. I don't need to be fucking worried. You know what I'm saying? I can be in a commitment, not in a commitment. I'm gonna give either or my 100%. I'm personally not worried. And plus, I have a life and I have hobbies. I have things that I love doing. I don't need a person to fill that void. You know what I'm saying? Like what? That's not to say like, oh my God, I don't need connections. I don't need people. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like, it don't bother me. Oh yeah, man. Space. Do not believe a motherfucker. 3 days. 3 days. What you gonna do for 3 days? 3? When I take space, because I only learned that concept from this bitch. And I was like, maybe it's a healthy thing to do, right? And I practiced it. I was like, hey, you know what? I took some things from her book and I was like, hey, you know what? Let me try it your way. Let me see it. Even though that's all I was doing anyway. I was like, oh, let's do it your way all the time. I was like, oh, let me try this one too. Let's see. Maximum time I needed was 4 hours. And that was only because I was busy also doing stuff in those 4 hours. So I was like, okay, cool. Then I sat down. The actual time it took me, 30 minutes. Oh, but different people take different time to process and different people don't process until later. Fuck those people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do not give a shit. Y'all slow. Get good. What those Elden Ring players be saying. Get good. Like, you a grown ass man, woman. Know what I'm saying? Like, why it taking you 3 days to process something? Something wrong with you. Go to therapy. Find out what that shit is. We even learned this lesson in the fucking relationship while I was with her. And I was like, hey, let's try it my way. You've been taking the space and clearly you think it's the best way to do it. Let's try it my way and actually sit down and talk about it. You know how long it took to actually resolve the conflict? And when we face to face talked about it, not on text, not on call, nothing, like we didn't wait it out. We didn't let it simmer and marinate and become this fucking abomination that it clearly wasn't. It was just a small fucking problem that we could have just talked it out. But of course she needed to take space for such a thing. I was like, hey, calmly, I was like, with love, how's about let's talk? And she was like, okay, let's do it. Guess how much time it took? 40 minutes. Barely. Give or take. And done. Guess what? That problem never got brought up again. Anytime we actually talked it out, we never talked about that problem again. Talk it out. If there's anybody that thinks space is a good fucking idea for that long, you need space, take like an hour or something, you know, like to really cool down or whatever the fuck, right? Because that's the thing, right? The reasons people will give you for taking space is because like, I'm heated, I'm this, I'm that, I might say something mean. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. I want to hear it. What are you going to say? That's so mean. Clearly something's on your mind. This is why I will never understand space. I will never fucking understand space only for this very fucking reason. The reason people give you for space is I don't want to say something I don't mean. I don't want to be like angry, heated, but that's a good thing. Show your emotion. Be angry. This is what I do with people when I'm mad and I want to kind of like raise my voice. I'm like, I'm mad around you. I'm going to be screaming and raising my voice around you, not at you. And in fact, there was this one time it was really funny. I actually looked at the wall. And I was screaming at the fucking wall. If it really gets to you that I'm going to raise my voice at the wall, if that makes you feel better. And he was like, yeah, sure. And I did it. And it was so funny. We both was laughing it off. And we was like, what was we even talking about? And we're like, yeah. Like I said, I will never understand the concept of space because the reason people give you is like, oh, I might say something I don't mean. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. What do you got to say? What have you been thinking about me? What do you actually think about me? We'll find out in this conversation right here. And that's what it is, right? They'll say something really fucked up to you, like in this talk. And then they'll be like, see, you should have given me my space. I'm like, now I'm going to give you eternal space. Because if this is what you was going to say while heated, and they be saying some crazy shit. That's why your mom, that's why you, da, 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 something like that, right? Something mean as fuck. And I'm like, I suggested let's talk, not let's take pot shots at each other. We were trying to resolve this conflict. How did it become about that? They're like, see, you should have given me space so I could have come back with a cooler mind or whatever the fuck. I'm like, okay, no. No, let's get this shit out the fucking way. If this is how you get when you mad and you have resentful thoughts about me and shit like that, let's hear them now and let's end this fucking shit right now. That's why you need space, because you're holding back, insulting me to my face while we're trying to resolve a conflict. Fuck your space. Yeah? Take all the space you need. I'm out. I'm out of this space. If I ever meet another motherfucker in my life who needs space because, oh, they can't control their emotions or whatever the fuck, and they'll say something really mean and directly at me, that means you internally, you don't respect me. Because if this is what will come out when you are mad about a conversation we're having about, we're trying to resolve a conflict that's like bothering both of us. And if this is the shit that will come out of you when you're mad and you're gonna say something mean to me, some disrespectful ass, hurtful ass shit to me, you and your space, jump up your own ass and die. If you need space, you need therapy. Like, I'm man enough to sit down and talk the shit out with you calmly and respectfully. Oh, but everyone has different ways. Okay, those people can stay away from me then. I don't need to be talking to people like that. Fuck out of here. What are you trying to make me do? Settle? Oh, but different people have different capacities. They're not maybe as healed as you or whatever the fuck. I'm like, I never said I was healed. Fuck that word. Fuck that whole healing crap. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, we got a problem. We got a discussion. We got something we both, a little aggy about. So both of us should be in this room talking about it. And that's how we get anything fucking resolved. Even when the bitch took space and then she came back after 3 days, let's say, right? One call barely lasted 10 minutes. We feeling so much better now because we resolved it. I was like, oh, I might say something I don't mean. No, you probably do mean that shit then. Never believe a motherfucker that will say some bullshit to you and they're like, I didn't mean that. No, this is definitely what's been at the back of your dome for a long time. I'm glad you said it. Now we clear. And they don't want to say it because if they say it, then they lose access to you. They lose all that shit. So they keep themselves composed. I like doing this shit. I like cornering motherfuckers. And I'm just like, we gonna have this talk right now. And then they get all belligerent and shit and they say that shit. And I'm like, oh, I knew it. This is why you're avoiding. This is why you fucking running away from this conversation, because it gonna activate all the things that you've been thinking, and it's gonna come out. Oh, it's because you're such a blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, I heard what I needed to hear. You know what? Keep your conversation. Keep your space. Have a good life. Space is a crock of shit. Fuck that shit. If you need space, you got issues. My point is, okay, logically, what sense does taking space and isolating yourself for a problem that involves both of y'all make any fucking sense? Make that make sense to me. This problem that has happened between the two of y'all involves both of y'all. Two parties. Two parties, right? Now, explain to me in clear English or whatever language you're comfortable with. I'll use Google Translate. Why a problem that involves both of y'all. Two parties. Both of y'all have participated in this shit. Why one of the motherfuckers want to take space and isolate themselves as if that's going to help? Make that make sense to me. How is that going to help? How? How does that help the problem? How does that help resolve the problem? Now, one motherfucker is like, yo, I kind of want to fix this. How do we move past this? The other motherfucker is like, oh, they live in their life. just know if the motherfucker don't want to sit down with you and talk it out, it does not bother them at all. They're just worried about it bothering you because they see how bothered you are by this problem. These motherfuckers think they're doing you a favor. When they break up with you and they tell you, you deserve better, you go like, you know, I broke up with you because this and that, whatever, right? In a way, yes, they are doing the right thing, which is like, yeah, they're pieces of shit. In fact, they're sparing you. But motherfucker, you just took all my independence away from me. I couldn't make this decision for myself. You unilaterally made this decision behind my fucking back. And you came to me with the outcome. You're just like, it's done. There were two people in this relationship. And you made the decision based on no consent or no input from me. And that's what it is with space as well, right? It's like motherfuckers think like, oh yeah, if we just have enough time to cool down. No, if you just have enough time to cool down, you gonna be alright. This is what this bitch was doing as well. I did certain things to make it easier. I was just like, if you did, would I not be telling you right now that, yeah, it got easier for me? Wow. Mission complete failure. Whatever mission you was going on has failed all 27 times. She was like, oh, I did this to soften the blow. I did this to make it easier on you. You did this to make it easier on yourself. I told her this. I was like, I faced her and I was like, you did this, whatever fuck shit you did you thought was going to work and make it. You did this to make it easier on you. Call it like it is. Stop your people pleasing for a fucking second. You did this to make it easier on yourself. Well, job well done, because it definitely fucking worked. It did not fucking work. Who are you actually trying to make this easier on? If you really wanted to make it easier on me or us or whatever the fuck, get out. Stop making decisions on other people's behalf. Like they parent. Now I can say that shit to you. Like, stop making decisions for me. Like, what the fuck is you doing, bruh? Huh? Let me decide. Okay, this is what you want to do. Okay, let me decide what I want to do. Cool, then we'll try to meet in the middle or whatever. Oh, you don't want to stay in this relationship? Can we at least have one talk on why or what or what's not working for you or whatever the fuck? And be honest in that process, please, with people. Please just be honest. Don't try to soften the blow. What are you trying to do? You're breaking up with them. They already hate you when you're doing this. You can't make them like you in that moment. What are you thinking to yourself? Oh, if I do this, then they won't think I'm an asshole or like... it is gonna make it hurt less for the other person. What? You're breaking up with them. Nothing gonna soften the blow. Nothing. Advice to a lot of people that want to break up with their partner and you know it in your dome, like that person is so invested and like it's a shitty thing to do, but like you gotta do it because if you want to do it the right way. Just tell them everything. You know what, this doesn't work out for me, this, that, whatever the third, and you know what, I really think we shouldn't be talking after this. Be precise and get the fuck out. You don't have to do all of this like, but just know I still love you and I still want you. It's because of this one thing that I can't, or else you know I'd be with you. It's like, no, you don't want to be with that person. Just let him go. It's the one that got dumped that usually gets the advice of let them go. Yeah, of course, it's true. But I think it's also on the dumper. I think they should be given the same fucking advice because, yeah, to a degree, they're also attached to the benefits of whatever they get. Maybe they're using them, whatever. And I guess that's what makes them a piece of shit because like they still stay and try to get everything out of them because they know that this other person is attached. But they should also be fucking told like, let them go. Stop wasting their time. You're fucking them up. You're destroying them, literally. You're destroying them. You lead them on. You keep the hope alive. There is no hope. You know that. They don't, like, you should stop. You should tell them like, no, there's no hope of us ever getting back together. You should just tell them that. Stop telling them these fucking lies like, no, I still do want you. If it was not for that one thing, then you know I would be at your doorstep. You know we'd be together. Like, but I don't. But I don't.
You're gonna die.
No, I'm not. Is this a cock shot? No, it's the back of the dome shot. And that's what keeps a person stuck.
You're gonna die tonight.
Oh, we got big bad motherfucker over here. Wait, hold on. Can the battery? Wow. I'm gonna restart this only because No. So yeah, that's my take on space. It's a crock of shit. And I know for a fact you guys have also been through people who use space as a mechanism, as like a form of punishment or like, I'm gonna go away and by the time I come back, fingers crossed, hopefully they've forgotten about it and we can just move on and everything can be dandy and we don't have to face painful emotions and we can just forget about it as if it's not a very crucial, integral part of our relationship that needs attention. Because that's what they do with themselves. Anything messed up or important that happens with themselves, they suppress it. So what do you think is going to happen? What do you think gonna happen when a problem comes up in your relationship? They're going to use space. They're going to use distance to avoid it. And then you're thinking to yourself, no, they're just using that time to process. Guess what happens? They could even actually tell you this is what they reflected on and everything because they're probably aware of it. I'll give them that. But watch. Heed my warning. Heed my fucking warning. The next week or two, or even in the next couple of days, sometimes it don't take a motherfucker that long. They'll do it again. The problem will come up again. And crazy thing is, you'll be like, wait, we just talked about this. I thought you reflected, right? And then they will throw their defenses up. They'll get defensive as fuck. They'll be like, oh, you just keep bringing up the same thing again and again and again. Bitch, you keep doing, here's to you doing it again and again and again. Oh, I'm the one that keeps bringing it up again and again and again and again and again? Well, bitch, you keep doing it again and again and again. That's why I bring it up again and again and again.
This is not going to be pretty.
I calls it like I sees it. Like, what is the meaning of this shit? What is the fucking... Okay, wait. My batarang will fucking reach. It did not reach! Oh, it does not work like Arkham Asylum, does it? Oh, it does not. It does not. I don't work either. Malfunction. Yeah, bitch. It's like, don't believe a motherfucker that needs space for that long, right? And do not. If you're self-respecting, self-loving, self-esteem having motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't believe a motherfucker that's telling you they need space. They don't need space. In fact, I'll tell you something, right? Okay, so I digressed a little too hard, like I always does. I didn't talk about this one exhibit that I was gonna tell y'all on space, right? So I decided to run some tests. Yes, okay? I don't be doing that, like, no, not on the regular. I don't be fucking doing that. Hell no. Mainly because I'm too old for this shit. Like, I'm 26, I know I'm not old, but like, I'm too old for this shit. Like, I really don't have the fucking patience and the time and effort to be putting into fucking like testing people and their patience and their limits. Like, I'm some fucking scientist and they the lab rat or some shit. You know what I'm saying? No. I don't have it in me. I'm just direct, blunt, honest. There's no double meaning. No hidden agendas. I'm just great with a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I decided to run some tests. And one of the tests was, I was like, let me see what happens when I actually just tell her like, yeah, it's cool, I'm past it. Is she still gonna take the space? I was fully expecting her to still stand her ground because you know what it is? Motherfuckers will die on the hill. If they do something, they will die on the hill. Whether it's a lie, it could be a hoax, anything, right? They will die on that hill. And I was right. They will die on that hill. They're not gonna stop the act. Like, nah. 2 + 2 is 5, and I believes it. Yeah. I heard female cats don't get their period. That's not a thing. Animals don't have periods like humans do, and I believe that, and I'll die on that hill. Earth is flat? Yeah. I'm ready to die on that hill. Yeah. Kill me right now. Kevin Gates type shit. All my children, kill them right now. Kevin Gates, man, funny as fuck. Bro is just swearing on his kids. It's like, kill them, take them away from me right now. That is so unhinged. Bro is saying, take them away from me right now. I swear to God, I put this on my kids. Kill them right now if I'm lying. Stop swearing on your kids. Kevin, damn. But yeah, motherfuckers will die on the hill. They'll swear on their auntie and mamas and everybody, and all of them bitches will get killed in that process, right? So I decided to test the theory out. And I was like, is this bitch gonna die on the hill? And so she came up to me and she was like, oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna need some space. And I told her, hey, you know what? This thing that's been, you know what? It's nothing. Maybe, like, I blame myself. I was like, you know, I did take it too far. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's not as deep as I think. Maybe it's not as deep as I thunk it. You was right. This bitch was never right, by the way. So I was like, maybe you was right. You was right. Right? All of y'all. So, like I was saying. Bitch, you guessed it! I be saying right all the time. I said, bitch, don't worry. Maybe I'll overthunk it. It's not as deep as I thunk it. And then I was like, I assume you must still need your space, your highness. You know what I'm saying? You must still need it. And guess what? This bitch was like, no. Let's get on call. I miss you. You don't get the fuck out my face, bro. Oh, brother. Brother, ultimately, the lesson that we learn is bitch never needed space. It was just her running away. Might as well, honestly, to keep it respectful, just call it like it is. Hey, I'm avoiding my fucking emotions. I'm avoiding this conflict. I'm avoiding this conversation. Call it like it is. The fuck? I'm really running through everything. Like y'all finding out about my whole timeline with this bitch, right? I want y'all to know what to look for in a person so that you can fucking run away. I'm doing this for y'all. So I noticed something unusual, which was like, hey, whenever I don't keep the conversation going and I just kind of like, I have nothing to say anymore, this bitch has nothing to add or bring up in nothing. Like, this bitch cannot talk to save her life. Like, she cannot. And you can say like, yeah, she's not a yapper or whatever the fuck, but like, say something. Why is you never the one bringing up anything interesting or like something to talk about or some topic? Like, nothing. Like I said, I took a step back and I was like, I shut up. Magic happened. Nothing. I was actually surprised because I was like, wow, this bitch really got nothing in her dome. Because they say, right, all that suppressing and like bottling up your emotions and trying to forget, you will forget, bitch. Apparently in science, they've said the more you do that, the more you're actually prone to losing your fucking memory, losing parts of your memory. And you actually forget. It's so messed up. Stop doing that, people. It's not good for you. But of course, y'all gonna do it because, you know, the more somebody tell you not to do it, you're gonna be like a fucking kid. No, I will do it. I want to try it. I'm a rebel. Look at me. I did it. Look. Oh, shit. I'm dying now. Yeah. You are adult, okay? With a kid, it makes sense. They just trying new things out. With an adult, there's no excuse. If you've been told, hey, this is why it's not good, and you still doing it, either it's an addiction or you stupid as fuck. Addictions, I understand. The stupid one, I don't. But I get it. It's a cycle. It's a behavior. You know, it's like a trauma pattern, whatever the fuck it is, right? I get it. I'll say one thing. I understand everything. I get the backstory. I get the childhood trauma. I get all of it. But I'm still gonna give you shit because the behavior is not justified. Your backstory, your reasoning, your feelings. Okay, I hear you. I'm gonna lend you an ear. I'm gonna cut it off and put it on your fucking shoulder. Here's my ear. Take it. Tell me all your bullshit. The behavior, however, fuck no. No. We not going. It's not like these people they suppress or whatever the fuck, right? It's not like they completely do that. Because they say like people like this, they don't open up or whatever the fuck. That's actually bullshit. They just don't open up about the actual feelings towards you. Everything else, though, you didn't ask to be told. You get told all of it. I'm not going to tell you all the stories, but like some of the most traumatic fucking experiences and stories I heard from this bitch. The shit that's happened in her life with her parents, you know, from her parents, with her parents, around her parents. I'm not going to lie. I was traumatized hearing that shit. I was like, after hearing that shit with her parents, I went to my parents and I gave them a hug. I was like, I love you guys. Please never change. You guys are the best. Like, I actually cried. I was like, I love you guys, man. But I didn't know how good I had it until now. Well, I love you, mama. I love you, dad. I love you both so much. I see how some people have it out here with their parents. And I'm like, my parents are saints. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm not saying like my parents are like just bare minimum or whatever. No, my parents go past the bare minimum. Yeah, I'm going to flex my parents on here. Yeah, I love my parents. They're amazing. They've gone above and beyond for me. And I'll say one thing, like my parents have actually changed over the years for me, especially my mom, and actually been a mature fucking human being and a bomb ass fucking parent. Props to my mama for actually reflecting and changing, because you know what people say, they usually say like at a certain age frontal lobe has developed and shit like that, right? And like they don't change. Yes, your frontal lobe does develop, but like it develops at like either you have the capacity to change or you don't, and that's when it develops. Like either you do or you don't, and my mom does, and that's where I get it from. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm also the same way, because I take after my mom, and I'm so glad that I do. Anytime there was a mistake or something, she'd be accountable. I'm gonna give flowers to my mom, and I actually have. Give flowers to your mom. See her reaction, man. It's so cute. Do it, man. Seriously, give your mom flowers. Give your dad flowers. Fuck, give both of them flowers. See how they react. It's so cute. It's so cute. I love my mom. So I don't think parents who change for their kids like get enough fucking credit, because at a certain age that expectation is kind of gone. It's kind of like, yeah, they are who they are. They are the way they are. They don't change, right? And that expectation is gone. Like for them to be mature, or like not be mature, but like change for the better. People go like, oh no, they are who they are. They stuck in their ways or whatever the fuck, right? I don't think enough people, parents like at that age, like in their 50s and 40s and shit, like get enough credit for still keeping an open mind and suck my dick, bro. I don't think enough parents or people at that age get enough fucking credit for like actually still working on themselves. What was I thinking? What was I fucking thinking? He really picked up that fucking jackhammer. Yeah, I really don't think people that age get enough credit for still kicking it and still being like a ray of sunshine. Still keeping that hope alive that yes, people like this still fucking exist even at that age. Like they not stuck. They change it for the better, for themselves and for the loved ones around them. You know what I'm saying? That's impressive. I see that and I want to be that. I still want to keep growing and changing and like getting my perspectives and opinions like challenged and actually reflect on it and challenge them myself. I will never reach a point where I'll say, yeah, like I'm done. That's all the growing that I need to do. Like, this is just who I am. Like, no. Oh, he really tried it. So yeah, my mama, she really changed for the better, you know, and I love my mom. She's amazing. She's the reason I am who I am today. Like, she's also so funny. There's a little wholesome moment in the middle of all this fucking bitching. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hell no. Okay. So, what you holding up that fucking fire extinguisher up like a fucking boombox, like Michael Scott from The Office? Know what I'm saying? Like, shut up. My mom, man. That's a real one right there. You know, she my OG biggest fucking supporter. Know what I'm saying? I really love that woman so much. Oh, fuck off. Oh, damn, I really did that with no... Know what I'm saying? Why I get no personal best? Because I got hit in the second round, that's why. If you can see that somebody is not changing for themselves, actually, because you really do change just for yourself, because you want a better relationship with yourself, and if you don't see that, then I'm sorry, you're gonna have to, it's gonna be painful. I'm not gonna tell you like it's an easy thing to do, just get out. No, nothing is easy in life. Nothing that you want in life, that you want to go conquer and earn and really want for yourself is easy. In fact, far from easy. If you want to live a life of handouts and living for somebody else and waiting for that next promotion or whatever the fuck to be given to you, I'm saying like the mindset, not like if like not literally. If you in that mindset that like, nah, it will be given to me. Oh, you about to live a life of just settlement? It's just a life of settling. And if you want to live a life of settling, then you know what, be my guest. All power to you. Keep doing that. Keep doing your thang-a-lang. Know what I'm saying? The space thing, man. Seriously, like if you gonna take any advice from me, keep your guard up for motherfuckers who be doing that. Seriously, it's usually, I will say this, it's never a good thing. If you need to go away to think or reflect or whatever the fuck you gonna do, I don't even know. Usually I'll tell you what they're doing during the space. They're avoiding the conflict. They're not talking about it, right? They don't think about it. They're going to play a video game like this. Not like this, like as in the video game, right? They go in to play a video game, they go watch a movie, they go make themselves feel better, right? It's not space, it's self-regulation, and it's glorified self-regulation. It's just self-soothing. Because just the idea, just the concept of the conflict even coming up was uncomfortable for them. How do I know this? I was once this person. Yeah. In a relationship, that's like in my second last relationship. Yeah. Anytime like conflict, I was like, oh, fuck this again. Like, yeah, I was a piece of shit for that, honestly. And yeah, and that's what I call it for. It's not excused when I do it. Just because, you know, y'all kicking it with me and everything, right? No. It's shitty when I do it as well. And I'm pretty. Call it like it is. You want to self-soothe. You want to feel better. You don't want to do better. You don't want to fix the problem. You just want to feel better. Because like I said, even the idea, just the thought, just you hearing from a mile away that, oh, fuck, now we're going to have to talk about it, about this uncomfortable thing that just happened. Probably because of you. Probably because of the person that did it, right? They caused it and now they don't want to talk about it. Huh? Explain. You did this. You're the reason we're here. You have some explaining to do. And now you're gone? That's a crazy concept. Be aware of these motherfuckers. You know, they do something to you and you're like, hey, let's talk about it. And they're like, oh, you know, I'm uncomfortable right now. I can't talk about it. You made me uncomfortable and now you... What? Motherfuckers that make you feel like shit always still want to feel good themselves. What kind of concept is that? What kind of fucking bullshit is that? Oh, I'm feeling like shit. Yes, you're supposed to. You're... Wow. What? I'm sorry, that's called remorse. That's called guilt. You should be feeling a little guilt about that because... So basically, they're just stopping themselves from being human. Because they're running away from it. Of course, they gonna run away from it when it's with you as well. Everything they do within the confines of their own isolation and space when they're by themselves, when they're single, they gonna do in a relationship as well. They're bringing all of that baggage to your shit. Do you not see that as a fucking problem? That you can't face a difficult conversation, that you can't face painful emotions, that you're just trying to run away from pain all the time? I'm not saying bring pain to your doorstep, which is what, you know, I did in the past, like in that certain relationship, in that specific relationship. Don't be like that either. that like all you're doing is like for the sake of connection, all you're doing is inviting fucking pain. Oh yeah, if that means that we're still connected, then keep hurting me, bitch. Hurt me. No, either one or like extremes. All I'm saying is meet in the middle, talk it out, face the pain together. That helps. That does help. All you need is a fucking talk. There was once like with this bitch, right? Because a friend of ours, a mutual friend of ours who knows both of us, and she's the one that introduced both of us, right? She recommended. She's like, you guys clearly are having a lot of problems all the time and conflicts and shit like that. Why don't you both come to me? Get on a call, get on a Google Meets call or some shit like that, and let's all of us talk so that we have somebody, herself, she's like, let's have somebody who, you know, can be unbiased and can call both of y'all on your shit, on each of your shit. Like maybe there's things you're doing, maybe there's things she's doing, and I'll be able to see it from a, like, you know, from a more like a clearer front view. You know what I'm saying? I'll be able to see it and I'll see what the problem is. And I was like, that's a great idea, actually. Fantastic. And guess what? Guess what this bitch said to the idea of that? She said no. Knowing that even my baggage will be out there and we gonna have a unbiased conversation. I'm gonna be called out, she gonna be called out, but of course she don't want to do that, even though that was her friend, her best friend, by the way, also, you know, at the time mine. And it's like, but she was her best friend first. She's known her the longest. They both are like this apparently, right? So clearly the ball should technically not be in my court, but she knows that if we get into this fucking chat, all three of us are there and we call out the problem, you don't need to get into the fucking meat and bones of the problem at all. The moment you address like one line when you describe the fucking problem, the moment you do it, you'll see who the fuck the problem is. And she knew it was herself. That's why she didn't do it. She was like, oh, I'm uncomfortable with that. Of course you are, bitch. Anytime there was a magnifying glass on this bitch, she was like, no. Because she knew. She was like, the moment we'll get on that call, I'ma look like a fucking hoodlum. I'm gonna look like a clown. She gonna look like a clown because we all know. And that's the thing. Her friends also knew. And they called her out for it as well. Like I said, this is a situation where even her friends were not on her fucking side. They was like, you know what? We love you and everything. We really want to be biased and we want to be on your side. But goddamn, we can't be. Like, you really dogging this dude. And because her friends also knew me. So that's when you know you're cooked, when even your own support group is kind of like, yeah man, you the one fucking up, you the problem. And that's actually, in my opinion, I think that's a great collective of friends. Those are the best kind of friends to have, the people who will call you out on your shit and not support you. I know a lot of people who have friends who will support they other friends like cheating and shit. They'll be like, yeah, they'll help them cover it up and shit. But these are some real fucking people, honestly. Respect to her friends, honestly. Not just because they have my side or whatever, but they was speaking out of logic. They was like, yo, seriously, either don't waste this time or seriously commit. And of course she didn't listen to them. Of course, any advice they gave just went out the fucking window. Nothing was clocking in. Immediately her victim complex would just shoot right in. Oh, but they don't know what I've been like. Okay. Yes, they don't know what you've been through, but goddamn, this don't make your fucking behavior okay. And that's what I was told too, right? I was just calling her out on the bullshit that she did, which is why she broke up with me in the end. And this is what she told me. You know what? I didn't need this after the hell I've been through with my parents. And I was like, what that got to do with this? In fact, I should have been the one to say that to her. Like, you know what? After the hell that we've been through, and I'm saying, like, really? Like, how you gonna pull that move? That's such a non-move. It don't make no sense for you to be pulling that move. Anyone but you should be pulling that move. You could have a great support system. A great support system. People who give you great advice and tell you how to move in life and, you know, actually support you, uplift you, and it'll still not work. Oh, fuck you, bitch. You know, just like that. Just like that. You could have a great support system, people who are ready to support you and shit like that, and still you're gonna remain a bum. If you a bum, nothing can help you. If you don't want to help yourself, you cannot take help from other people. It's not possible. And the people helping you will eventually get tired, exhausted eventually, and they'll just be like, you on your own now, man. Seriously, you're not. Because people that are helping you are your support system, who want to uplift other people, want to be uplifted as well. It's like, bro, we also want to surround ourselves with that kind of energy. Yeah, like, what's the next idea? How can we level up here? How can we, like, behaviorally, everything, like career? And if you're not trying to do that, a person like that will eventually bring that dynamic down. You're here. Yes, you are here. You are above all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And they're here. Instead of coming up here with you, because you're really trying. You're like, hey, come up here with me. But they'll, like, keep going down, right? They're just stuck in their ways. Eventually, they'll just start bringing you slowly down with them. Y'all see what I'm saying? It's also not helpful to stick around a person like that. I'm gonna bet on this that her interactions with the real motherfuckers in her life are very low, because I bet they don't want to hang out with her. Every time the topic, like her as a topic, got brought up, you know how people talk about people, you know, like, hey, oh yeah, I remember I saw her that day, you know what I'm saying? Like, you talk about somebody, right? Whenever she got talked about in a group dynamic or whatever, whenever she was brought up as a conversation, it was time to talk about her. It was always just something depressing. It was like, oh, something happened with her parents again. Oh, this, she couldn't do that. She couldn't go out today because her parents like didn't allow her. Grown ass woman. And I think that should have been my fucking cue too, because when I reconnected with that bitch after 6 months, right, of like no contact and breaking up with her, we was about to meet at this party for the first time in 6 months. And I was like, hey, do you need a ride? I don't drive, but I was gonna come with somebody, and I was like, do you need a ride? We were going. And that's how I should have known, like, you still stuck in your fucking, you're not coming out of this anytime soon, right? This is what she said. Oh, I just have to get permission from my parents. I was like, you still right where I fucking left you. You still right there. Right there. Goddamn. What do you mean? What do you mean you fucking need to be allowed? And that's the, every time we talked about her, right? Like whenever her conversation got brought up, it always be a sob story. It always be people feeling bad for her. It always be like, oh, given the situation and everything, her situation, yes, of course people gonna feel bad. But like every time we talk about this bitch, it always gotta be some like sad sob story. How? You know, this is how people like this convince you, like, yeah, look, you know, like I clearly have it so fucking bad and this and that, and they'll pull that card every time. It's like, I told you I had it that bad, like, so that's why I couldn't show up here, or that's why I disrespected you that way, because look at where I am, look at where I come from. Your trauma and shit like that, your circumstances do not define you. You define you. You rise above that shit. Like, never will I ever, if I'm called out for some shit, will I go like, well, you know my backstory. Well, you know what happened to me back in the day. Like, what? What that got to do with this? And that's what, there was this one time I did. I was like, what that got to do with this? And that person literally just froze. Because, like, yeah, what does that have to do with this? Explain. And every time, like, that becomes your identity at one point, right? And like it profits you sometimes. Like if you really don't want to go somewhere, I guess you could use that as an excuse. Like, you know how it is in my household. Okay, I guess. At a certain point, people just look at you as that person you're always like, aw. That's literally your background music at this point. It's just a bunch of aw in the back. It's just sad music. Who wants to be around that kind of energy? I'm sorry. Like, we get it. You have sad times, tough times, and everything. Like, yeah, it's sad for a while. Okay, but we push. We get past it. We put pressure. We are not defined by that shit. We don't stay down. We pick ourselves back up. I'm not saying, oh, immediately just like, don't give a shit. Like, no. You should, yes, heal, process, whatever, you know, but like, you don't stay there. You be the change you want to see. The crux of it, that's what it is. With her, it always be a fucking sad story. And I even told her that. I was like, you know what? It's just really fucking sad that every time somebody talks about you around me, it's always like, I feel bad for her. Oh, look at how sad her situation is. Oh, look at how sad. And it's every time it's like that. Not once have I heard somebody say like, oh, you heard? Oh, she did that for herself. Oh my God, yo. Never ever have I ever heard like a success story from this bitch. Like, and by success, I don't mean like it has to be like, oh, she's in the newspaper or some shit. Like, no, I mean like something. Like, stand up. Like, what you doing, bro? And that's what I mean. Like, I only want to elevate the people around me. I don't want to fucking... Why would I want to bring someone down? You know what I'm saying? Why do you want to bring someone down? And I'm not saying people like this want to bring you down, but they subconsciously will. They will end up doing just that. Because they'll realize, oh, fuck, I can't go up with them. So, you know what? They're going to have to be at my level to, well, you know, be around me. Oh, fuck me in the ass, bro. Why did I even? And it's just, honestly, at the end of it all, like, conclusion, I'm just disappointed, honestly. Because, you know, when you love somebody and you see them just like downfall in your relationship and your dynamic, as well as like everything else as well. I'm not saying she don't got wins, but I'm just saying, like, it's just, like I said, every time I heard about this bitch, every time somebody was like giving me an earful of, It was always something sad. Oh, look, this new thing happened to her. I'm like, oh, what happened? It's like, oh, her parents, again, her parents. Oh, her parents. I'm like, my lord, when do I stop hearing about this shit? For once, can I hear something positive? For fuck's sake, when do I hear something positive about this bitch? It's always like, oh, look, this happened. Oh, it's just sad, you know. Everybody's just rounding up, and like her own friends, all of them, like just yeah, you know. And this bitch, yeah, you know, like her one of her catchphrases was, "What to do? Well, what am I gonna do about it anyway? I don't know, something. Don't give up." Quitter. Shit, like, fuck me. Sue me. Oh, this chair. I should really get a better chair, honestly. This thing is, like, making my back itch and shit. Actually, the last thing I'll talk about is, like, the taglines. Some of her famous taglines. I don't know. Oh, my God. The amount of times I've heard this bitch say, I don't know, to a question, loaded question, just a simple question sometimes. I don't know. I don't know. Or this is how she texts. Everything was like, there was a ... between everything. I was like, what the fuck? ... What are you writing, a script? I'm just nitpicking now at this point. Like, but yeah, these were some of the taglines. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say. And the most famous one, right? I'm sorry you feel that way, but she found new ways to paraphrase that shit. And there were genuinely times where I didn't see it coming. It actually just went over my head. I genuinely thought she was saying sorry. And then when I look back at it, I was like, this is just the same as I'm sorry you feel that way. I would not be surprised if she had a journal or a book or a notepad or some shit where she wrote down new lines of manipulation. We're like, oh, if I say it like this, they won't see it coming. I'm making this bitch out to be like a fucking like scheming hoe. Another thing, if this bitch wanted to be a hoe, she wouldn't be able to be a hoe. Because ugly bitches can't be hoes, man. There was this one time she actually told me, like, I told her once, this is what I mean by her trying to one-up me, right? There was this one time, she literally told me, go date other people. Because there's nothing, like, I'm not sure about this. And I was like, okay, cool, I got a book of people anyways, I'm gonna go date them, right? And I genuinely meant that. I didn't say that to get, like, a reaction out of her. This is what she said. She tried to one-up me and say, well, I also have people who, like, I can just call randomly and, you know, I know I'll get some. It's just... Who are you fooling? I'm sorry, what? Like, have you seen yourself? Have you seen the way you talk? You got motherfuckers turning into priests after trying to talk to you. Are you kidding me? Look how you treated me, and I'm the finest motherfucker you had ever. I'm the only fine motherfucker you ever gonna have in your life. The way of the world, you know what I'm saying? And that's how it is. I'm the only fine motherfucker you gonna ever get in your life, first and last. And it's like you got, and you like, nah, and you fumbled it completely. It's just like, I can't feel bad for a motherfucker, you know, just discarding their blessings like this. Like, yeah, I call myself a blessing. I know myself. No, shut the fuck up. Yeah, who you think you is? Yeah. Oh, you picked up a jackhammer, didn't you? Actually, I don't think that's a jackhammer. That's a sledgehammer, I think. I was wrong. Man, shut the fuck up. Oh, I forgot I could do that. I keep doing it. I need to stop. Oh my god, I need him to die. Okay, I need this guy to die first. Okay, he gonna get me off him. Oh yeah, and in the 6 months, of course, you know, she made the biggest mistake of asking me what I was doing in those 6 months before we reconnected again for the second try. So, you know, me being honest, I'm usually honest. I don't be lying. Well, at this grown age, I don't be lying to people about the people that I'm seeing, even if it's multiple people at the same time, right? If I'm seeing somebody and I'm seeing somebody else at the same time, I'd be letting both of them know. I'd rather be honest. It's normal to, when you're in the dating stage and when you haven't confirmed a relationship or committed, you can date multiple people. You can see how things go. See, where motherfuckers get it wrong is they say I love you and all that lovey-dovey shit and future fake and start promising shit in the dating stage to multiple people. That's where y'all going wrong. Stop doing that. This is the observation phase. This is the fucking, like, let me see how shit goes. Like, this is the trial phase. You trying shit out. What is you doing promising motherfuckers at this stage? What? Get a grip. Get a grip. If you want a relationship, date one person and stick to that person. Don't put your eggs all in one basket. Fuck it. But if you like, oh no, you know what, maybe it couldn't work out with this person, so let me keep my options open and shit. Okay, then don't say I love you to them. Don't fucking confirm nothing with these asses. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How dare you? See, that's just the controls. Honestly, That's just the fucking controls. That's the controls. The game failed on me. That's the game's fault. I blame the game. Fuck the game. I did everything. Holy shit. Oh my god. Wow. Boom, bitch. Yeah, 2 stars. So yeah, man, keep your options open. So that's what I do. It's like, and I'm honest about it. Why the fuck would I lie about it? I ain't got nothing to hide. People also be thinking I'm probably telling them it's like you asked. So of course I'm saying it now. You asked for this information. I'm giving it to you, and now you're like, oh, you just flexing. You too full of yourself. It's like, yes, you asked me, so I told you, and yes, of course I'm full of myself, quite literally. What else would I be full of? Like, is you dumb? Is you retarded? Is what you're saying? Like, because all I hear is fucking retarded when coming out of your mouth. To get to the point, right? To get to the meat of it. And I destroyed his meat in the process. To get to the meat and bones of this fucking topic, right? So, we reconnected. And she was like, oh, yeah, have you seen anyone during this time? I'm like, hell yeah. Of course I have. Why would I not? Right? And of course, me seeing somebody doesn't mean the same thing all the time. So sometimes it could just be the fuck. Right? And I had contacts for that. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like truly no strings attached. And it's just fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm fine as hell. I got a system. Right? Why would I? Oh, fuck you. Why would I? Yeah, that's just violation, you know. Violation. Oh, so yeah, why would I give up on a system like that? When I'm in a relationship, and mind you, yes, while I was in this relationship, yes, I still had my system. I didn't do anything. I didn't use the system. I didn't meet up with these people during the relationship. Fuck no. I was really in it, all in, 1000%. When she broke up with me, when it was over, I just went back to my system. It's my system. I have a couple contacts that if I wanted to, whenever, during the day, night, whenever the fuck, if I call them, if I call these girls, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you see somebody right now? Oh, no? Okay, you want to meet up? It's like that. We cool. We kicking it. You know what I'm saying? We have fun. And we make sure that we're not seeing somebody at the time. Like, it's like there's rules. It's my tribe. You know what I'm saying? We got each other's backs. These are some of the realest motherfuckers I've ever met. They my best friends. And there's a rule, like, we can never get with each other, though. No relationship shit with each other. Hell nah. No. You know, we all a bunch of sexy fucking people. Hell yeah. It's me and a bunch of girls. It's just like... And because I have a system, right? And, you know, I get around. It's not a thing for me. I don't have any fucking difficulty doing that. And it was fun. It was great. I didn't see anybody during that time. Fuck no, right? It was just fun, right? So, of course, when I told her that, bitch was mad. I'm talking like insecure. Like, again, I didn't do it to make her insecure. Like, she asked, so I told her. And so she found out, and then every now and then I'd get like a weird question. Oh, so did y'all do it? I told her yeah. And at first, for some reason, she thought I meant like just like everything except sex. And then she found out like later, she was like, oh, that's what you meant. You actually like was in them and shit. And I was like, yes, that's what I meant. What else did I imply? And then she was mad. Yeah, man, it's funny as fuck. And then there was this girl I was seeing, and I was actually seeing her. She's awesome. And of course she found out. The bitch found out. She was mad as fuck. Anytime I randomly mentioned her, I was out, and she's like, oh, out with who? Where? And I was like, with her. And she was like, oh, you know what? Maybe don't tell me about that next time. I'm like, so yeah, that's what it is. She wanted to gatekeep my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, oh, I won't commit to you. I don't like that you seeing other bitches. And I'm gonna tell y'all another thing, right? About, oh, he back again? Like, do you not take a break? I'm not doing this one. This is another one of those mixed signals. So sometimes we'd call at night because that's the only time she would get to call because she'd be so busy sucking her parents' dick and titties. That's how enmeshed she is with them, right? So all her time just spent on her parents. Weirdo. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Just spending all your time on them. Like, that's so weird. Like, if you have a good relationship with them, that's another thing. But y'all don't like each other. What are y'all even doing for that? Like, I don't get it. So one night, and she did this a lot. She was like, oh, I'll call you at this time, okay? And she was very ass with timing and sticking to fucking plans and shit. She would like flake out last minute. Like, if you wanted to make plans with this bitch, oh my god, good luck. Know what I'm saying? Any kind of plan. Like, even if you was to, like, call in the next 20 minutes, she would say, give me 20 minutes. Like, this bitch had no concept of time. No concept of time. Give me 20 minutes. Okay, I waited 20 minutes. And I said, hey, it's been 20 minutes. And she actually lost her shit at me. She was like, oh, you actually like giving me shit. I'm like, I'm not giving you shit. I'm just like, it's been 20 minutes. And she was like, oh, like I didn't like that you was giving me shit for taking longer than 20 minutes. I'm like, you said 20 minutes. So motherfuckers can't even stick to their word nowadays. I mean, that's been the usual. But like, yeah, so anyway, we'd be calling at night and shit. And there'd be sometimes like behavior pissed me the fuck off. Because she'd be like, oh, stay up, okay? Like I'll call you in like this much time or whatever. And motherfuckers taking the longest motherfucking time to call me, right? And I'm just like... But I will give her credit for one thing, which is, yeah, she stayed up a lot for me. You know what I'm saying? Even though she had work at 5 and shit like that. But she still stayed up and we talked and shit. So I will give her flowers where it's due. I will, okay? Whenever I remembers it. So I do appreciate that. It was, I guess, a form of love language that I appreciated. I was like, oh, that's nice that you... But at times, a lot of times actually, motherfucker was just like, hey, I'll call you, okay? And I'm like, okay. And then she fell asleep. Oh, what am I, stupid? Like, fucking like, what? I could have slept too. And I'm like, I'm waiting. Oh, maybe she's taking longer. I'm like... Okay. So one night I was just like, I got tired of that bullshit and I was kind of like, okay, whatever. You know, like, fuck, who cares? And I called somebody else up and I was on the phone with a girl and I was like talking to her and shit. And then she woke up. The bitch woke up mid-sleep and she was like, oh, rushing to her phone and shit. She was like spamming me and texting me and shit. She was like, oh, like, I'm so sorry. I fell asleep, this and that. Like, it won't happen again, blah, 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 and all that crap. But it did happen again. In the text, because she knew I was seeing other people at the time, right? Because, like, I'm single. Who gonna stop me? You? You? Who gonna stop me? Look at me. I look like this and you think I'm staying? I'm sorry. So in the texts that she spammed me with, right? I saw the funniest fucking shit. And I was just laughing at it for a good minute before I responded to it. Right? Because she did try to call me. Man, fuck you, bitch. Right? She tried to call me. And of course it got declined on its own. And she was like, because it got... What just happened? Oh my god, how many of you are still alive? What the fuck? I thought a good amount of y'all was dead. Who? Oh my god, what the actual fuck? I was like, wait, who? Because I didn't see the stars on his head. Or maybe I didn't see it. But yeah, anyway, this bitch, right?
Fine.
Of course she was aware that I was seeing other people. And you know, she got some names as well and shit, like, because I wanted to put a little spice in there. I was like, here's the names. Just to fuck around. Right? Just like that. Because I was like, you know, I'm gonna play some games too, right? I was a little toxic. And so then, of course, you know. So when she tried to call me and it got declined, and like it clearly when she was trying to call me, it told her that like he's on another call or like it's busy or whatever the fuck. Instead of just going back to sleep, this is what she texted me in the spam of text, right? She was like, oh, so you're talking to other girls at night now, huh? And yes, I was. What do you mean? I'm single. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Stop trying to gatekeep me. Yes, I was. No shit. So what if I was? You don't want to be with me. You can't commit to me. So what if I was? Why you having such a problem with this? Why you jealous? If you jealous, keep it with you. I don't need to be fucking seeing that jealousy. But I saw it. And yeah, man. She was like, oh, so you talking to other girls at night? This is what you do? Like when I don't call, like you call other girls and shit? Oh, man. Gotcha, bitch. But no, it was not a gotcha moment because I was just like, oh, you can't call? Okay, I'll just call somebody else. Cool. Seriously, this bitch who can never have options on her fucking side because ugly really treated me, who does have options all the fucking time, like I don't got options. She really treated me like that. Like I'm the one that doesn't have options. Like I'm the one that's like, oh my god, if it's not this bitch, then you know, like, oh, I'm doomed. Have you seen yourself? Have you taken a fucking look in the mirror? Stop it. Get some help. And man, yeah, that blew her mind. And I think, honestly, I think the second time she re-entered the relationship, I think it was only to gatekeep my ass. I'm honestly convinced she was just trying to gatekeep my ass. Like, if he can't be with me, he can't be with anybody. Crazy, right? What a motherfucker will do to gatekeep you. Huh? I did. I pressed her. Ah, fuck me, bro. That's the game. Again, that's the game. Oh, man. You don't want me. You don't want to commit. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want now, bitch. Like, you can't be in a relationship with me, act single, and then suddenly when you out of it, and then I'm doing whatever the fuck I want because I'm appropriately acting single while I'm single. Now you don't want tripping. Like, bitch, when I was in a relationship with you, you barely showed up. I had to carry all the fucking emotional labor of everything. I was literally the only fucking reason that relationship was, like, steady. If I acted like her in the relationship, just as how she was acting, if I did the same shit she was doing in our relationship, we'd be over. Just like that, it would be nothing. It would just we'd just stop talking. No effort. If I didn't put anything in, right? Because she wasn't putting in, like, she wasn't putting shit. There were some efforts. I will give her flowers there. Yes. But where it really fucking should have counted, she didn't. Where it really was needed, like, she was out of there. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I was saying, like, I'm the only one keeping this motherfucker afloat. And because of that, like I said, the psychological toll that it will take on you when you're with somebody that's unavailable, not putting in any fucking effort, they're dismissive, they ghost you, like, they basically treat you as if they're single. In a relationship, they're just keeping to themselves all the fucking time, right? All of the stuff that I've talked about in these videos, right? If you're in a dynamic with someone like this, the psychological toll on you that this takes, this is what happened with me. I was so focused on this relationship because motherfucker was not showing up at all, so I had to carry the space for both of us. I had to do the job of both of us. That I could have put out these videos like way back. You know what I'm saying? I could have started one video was kept edited, done. I just didn't put it out. I had my music ready to be fucking released, found in Japan. I wasn't doing shit. I was just on my ass sitting for the next text for when she will say something and then I can move and make my next. That's what it did to me. And yes, I've taken enough accountability. Like, yeah, like I was the reason, you know, that was happening. I was stopping myself from doing it. I was fucked up in the head and shit. But who fucked me up in the head for me to get there? This bitch. If it wasn't for this bitch, I was just fine. I've never been in a dynamic with somebody where I was done like this. I've never been this way. So I was like, what is happening, man? I really cannot recognize myself anymore. So yeah, man, never again. Never fucking again. Like, what a waste. What a colossal waste of fucking time. Because it really was. Like, what do you mean? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go.